again, doesn't it show us all the depth of this league, that Texas A&M, I mean, they look so good against Tennessee and obviously won at Alabama, and really talented offensive player. Their team played extremely hard, and that team beat, Kansas State in the Big 12 Challenge. So it shows you just the talent. And we were desperately needed to win. Found a way. Wasn't pretty, but our guys competed. Did a great job with 50-50 balls, and the points off turnovers were kind of the biggest key. We had 31 points to their 15 off turnovers. So a lot of respect for Billy and Texas A&M, their team, and it was a hard fought, but much needed for the Rebels tonight.
Kermit, they shot really well for a long period of time, not so much at the end of the game. Were you guys defending better at that time?
We talked about even in timeouts when we got down 7 or 8, we're going to turn the tape on and tomorrow and kind of see a team that didn't get stops and the toughness, 50-50 balls and closeout possessions, rebound the last half. And so in the second half, we held them to 39%, and it was probably much lower than that, probably perished like the last 10 minutes. So, yeah, I was really proud of our team. It was just, I thought it was just more toughness, and contested shots.
There was a lot after the state game made of Dom and Bruce and Blake only getting one rebound in 67 combined minutes. Blake makes the big rebound there towards the end of the offensive rebound that led to kind of extend the lead out. But overall, did you like the rebounding effort more?
It was better. We still got out-rebounded, but it was better down the stretch, Ben. I thought we found a way. Dom was better. Bruce, every time Bruce came in the game, 32 ran out and dunked the ball on us in the break. And so that's where we just thought Dom's toughness of being able, and Dom made some great verticality plays at the end. So it was better. We're still a work in progress. TD still rebounds the ball with 8. KJ Buffin plays 10 minutes, had 0 rebounds. But it was an improvement. It was an improvement, especially like the last 8 or 10 minutes.
You were down 6 with about 5 minutes left, and Terrence had back-to-back steals, cut it to 1. Did you think he gave y'all kind of a lift defensively there?
Oh, he did. He kind of put us on his shoulders tonight. He did. He's been terrific in practice the last 2 days, and we had some toughness things going in practice. He didn't flinch, and thought tonight when the game got a little sideways, he was the guy that made all the plays, made free throws down the stretch, and he was good. Good for TD, but with a guy with that kind of experience and these kind of games, he played like a desperate senior, and he was really good.
Came into the game like 335th in three-point shooting percentage, and Billy mentioned that they've made a lot of shots off of open looks and broken plays. What was wrong that allowed them to get hot from 3?
We made a bunch of mistakes on Mahan. DC made one at the end of the first half. Luis Rodriguez went our 13. He's on the other side of the court. He's supposed to be right there on the catch, and he wasn't 20 feet. And, and then he made some good shots. So we just, we got to work there. But, then they made some tough shots. The last 8 or 10 minutes, I didn't think those tough shots went in.
You talked the other day about wanting to play more aggressive, getting to the line 18 times in the second half. Was that kind of more of what you wanted to see?
It was. We played more downhill. TD was a big reason for that. I thought, we've been settling. Even Brian. Brian's got one of the best mid-range games and finishing at the rim as anybody in college basketball. And I think Brian, he's a good three-point shooter. He wanted to shoot step-in threes, but he settled at times. And I thought both of those guys got the ball in the paint. And then late when they were trying to foul, that helped a little bit of it, and we made all those free throws.
Ole Miss started the second half without you. Were you doing all right?
Yeah, about 2 hours before the game, I started getting these kind of hot flashes, and so something was wrong, and I sat down, and it wasn't right. So I had to excuse myself and have the staff take over. But I came back, we're 1 up, so they did a good job.
Anything else? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.